Hi guys, ZCrazyG here with just a quick little video today regarding CTR Nitro Fueled, because we got another PlayStation Underground video in which the game's director Thomas Wilson takes us through a first look at Dragon Mines, as well as discussing their approach onto how they went about adding more detail into these tracks, as well as giving us our first look at the PlayStation 4 exclusive retro track. First off, Dragon Mines. Wow, I mean, this track looks incredible. I am genuinely gobsmacked at how good this track looks. In an interview with Canadian guy A at PAX a couple months ago, Thomas Wilson stated that one of his favourite track reimaginings was Dragon Mines, and after seeing this, I can definitely see why. This has to be one of the biggest visual step-ups for any track we have seen so far, and it just looks incredible. They also take their time to stop and focus on certain details around the track while explaining their design choices. Thomas Wilson described it as using the more advanced graphics to tell a story for the track and really make the setting more relatable for its host character. They say that the idea behind the visuals for this one was the idea of a mining community uncovering a dragon settlement with buried treasure and all that stuff. They went around the track showcasing all the hidden details like the unique starting line for each track, this miner playing a whack-a-mole game, a giant dragon on a pile of gold, a rat stuck in a wooden frame, and just how they have taken what was just empty space and really gone above and beyond to make sure that they are bringing as much life and detail to these tracks as possible. And it really makes me appreciate the level of detail Beenox have for this remake, and I think this track is a great example of it. Next thing they showed off was the PlayStation 4 exclusive retro track. Now, we already knew that there would be retro-themed content for this game exclusive to PS4. We already had a look at the retro skins for Crash, Coco, and Cortex, as well as the retro carts. But we were also teased with an extra retro-themed track, and I wasn't too sure what to expect from this. But we now know that it's not technically a new track, but instead a retro-themed version of Turbo Track named Retro Stadium, designed to replicate the original PlayStation 1 graphics. And just in case you forgot this was a PlayStation exclusive track, don't worry, they ain't making sure you forget anytime soon, since the PlayStation logo is plastered everywhere. Now, I do feel that some people will be a bit disappointed that this is simply a reskin of Turbo Track, but if I'm being honest, I'm completely fine with it. We already have more than enough tracks in the game, and I definitely feel that Xbox and Switch players will be relieved at this, knowing that they won't be missing out on any new content. And I think the track looks great. I mean, I'm a sucker for polygonal style of graphics, having grown up with the PlayStation 1 and all. And yeah, it would have been a cool bonus had it been a new track layout, but I'm more than happy with this. Now, one other thing I want to point out that I did notice. Now, in these videos leading up to the game's release, I have mentioned that the engine sound is noticeably different. Well, in the gameplay of the Retro Stadium, they were playing as Crash with his retro skin and retro kart, and the engine sound was much closer to that of the original game.
New remastered version, but in this case what we did is we turn on the...
So I think this may be tied to the retro kart. An odd choice, but I kind of get what they're doing now with their own sound design, but also having this as an option for those who want a more classic experience. The only other thing they showed in this video was 4-player split-screen gameplay of Polar Pass, so nothing that new, and yeah, that's basically it. I know it's not a lot, but I thought it was just enough to warrant making a video about it, just to let you guys know. The game is now 3 weeks away, and I'm sure Beenox will be giving plenty more small teasers and gameplay as we lean closer to release. Not to mention the fact that E3 is round the corner, so I will be covering that in some way, and hopefully we get to see more Nitro Fueled reveals during that time as well. And finally, just again, thank you for all the support on this channel recently, guys. Seeing all your really nice and supportive comments, I really appreciate it, thank you. As well as a thanks to my personal friends who've also been supporting me in my YouTube endeavours, thank you guys so much. But until the next time, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.